Hello, hello, hello. I baby say hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to Vinci School iBaby postnatal yoga. So we're on week 5, which makes your baby around 10-11 weeks old. So at this stage, baby should be starting to come into more of a pattern or a routine with eating and sleeping. If they still haven't found one yet, please don't worry about that. That's also very normal. Hopefully you're finding ways to sleep during the day when your baby sleeps. And remember that taking care of yourself through this time when your baby's so small and needs you so much is really so important. The more energy you put back into yourself, the more energy you have to give to your baby and the rest of your family. So we'll start to center ourselves, beginning in a child's pose for a few breaths. If possible, leave knees together, but if it's more comfortable to slightly separate the knees to make room for your belly, you can do that too. Close your eyes. And breathe so deeply into your lower back that you can feel all of your ribs expand with every inhale. And as you breathe here, start to scan the body. Notice how it's feeling. Making note of any areas that are feeling tight or tender or strong or energized. And as we focus on breath and on body, we'll begin to clear the mind, letting go of any thoughts that are holding on. And set an intention today to keep your mind present on what you're doing at all times. So always thinking about your body and your breath and your baby. Make your way up into table pose. And we'll breathe through a few cats and cows here. So inhale to lift heart and drop belly. Exhale to round. Find as much movements through the shoulder blades here as possible, so always spreading the shoulder blades apart as we come through our cat stretch and bringing the shoulder blades towards each other on our cow stretch. And beginning to engage through pelvic floor, waking up those muscles. So every time we round into cat, we pull belly button in and up into your kegel. And as we exhale to cow pose, relax the muscles. So each breath out, you're pulling everything in and up, tightening as much as you can through your pelvic floor. And exhale to release. As you breathe here, notice whether or not you can really engage those muscles. So at this stage, it's very normal to still be having some leaking, if you sneeze or cough or laugh. But in the next month or so, that should go away if you're doing these exercises regularly. And if it doesn't, it's a good idea to see a physiotherapist to help fix that up. So we'll make our way right down to our bellies. We're doing a very nice chest opener here. So take right arm out to the side and press all of your fingers into the floor. Hand should be slightly above shoulder height and elbow slightly bent. Take right ear to mat and then start to roll onto your side here. And bend your right knee and see if you can get right up onto your hip. Continue to press through fingers and keep the gentle bend in your elbow. We want to feel a deep stretch through the right front of the shoulder. Depending on how flexible you are, you may be able to roll right up onto your back here and find a place to rest easy. But most of us will prefer to stay just on our side. You can use left hand to press into the floor and deepen the stretch a little more. Close your eyes and breathe deeply here, sending all your breath through your shoulder. Take one more big inhale. Exhale. Release, making your way back to your stomach. Take both hands by your hips. Let your feet flop open. Your palms are facing up. And breathe so deeply into your belly that you feel your lower back expand. Take left ear to the mat and extend left arm out to your side. So your hands a little higher than shoulder height and elbows slightly bent. Use right arm for support here and tuck that left knee into your chest. So find a place where you can breathe and you feel a deep stretch through the front of the right shoulder. You always have the option of rolling all the way up onto your back here, if that's comfortable for you. But remember, you always want to find a place where you can breathe easy. So if that's too much, come back to this place on your side. Close your eyes and send your breath right through those tight spots in your shoulders. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale to release, finding your way back to your belly. Hands come palms up by your sides and feet flop open. We'll take 3 very deep breaths here, sending all your breath so deeply into your belly that your whole lower back expands. Center off your neck, take hands underneath shoulders, and press yourself right back into your child's pose. And then lifting up. We'll begin to work with the baby now. Okay everyone, our baby skill for the day is to begin working on the baby's rolling. So they may or may not already be starting to roll on their own. You certainly should not be leaving them on change tables unattended because they could begin to roll at any time when you least expect it. But we'll try them both ways, both front to back and back to front. So starting them on their back, And you can just start to press them over onto one side. And then onto the other side, nice and slow. And when you feel like they've gotten the hang of that, you can put something they really like over beside them, get their attention with it, and then help encourage them to roll towards it. The other thing you might do is lay down beside them and have them reach to roll towards you, because you may be bigger motivation than anything. So let's take a minute and just practice that from the back to the front. So whether we're using, a pair of car keys or a favorite object, or laying down beside them and encouraging them to roll towards you. Okay? And if you can, work on both directions, although they may have one direction they prefer. So at this age, it would be very normal for your baby to not be rolling over at all on their own yet. And some babies may already be rolling. So as with all of these baby skills, never be worried if baby is not doing the skill yet. But these are certainly ways that we can encourage this movement. Okay, so now we'll turn baby over. And always prop their hands underneath them so they could do a push-up if they wanted. And hopefully by now they start to press up and look around when they're laying on their tummies. If they're not doing that yet, it's a good idea to try to give them a little more tummy time every day. Okay, so baby's working on looking towards you. And you can call baby or put something they really like over here and see if they'll begin to roll towards it. Okay, so encouraging them to roll both ways. And if you feel like baby has a preference from one side or the other right now, let's choose whichever side they seem more comfortable in. Okay. And when we think we have them where they're the most comfortable, set them up so they may begin to want to roll over here. And we'll sing to them, "Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all." And roll them all the way over to the other side. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. One more time. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. And then give baby a great big hug and say, "Great job. Great job." Okay, ladies, it's time for the upper body portion of our class. So let's come standing at the front of our mat. We'll be working through some sun salutations here. So remember to go at your own pace and modify any way you need to. We'll take the first sun salutation as the modified version. And after that, if you prefer to stay with the modified, please do so. Otherwise, you can follow me through the full variation. So bring hands to heart. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway to flat back. Exhale, hands on your mat. Step both feet back into plank. Inhale to shine heart forward. Exhale to drop knees, drop chest. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, through table to downward facing dog. Lift onto your tiptoes, bend your knees and look forward. Step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Inhale to shine heart forward. Exhale to lower from knees or toes to hover or to the floor. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift toes, bend knees, look forward, and walk or hop to the front of your space. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breathe in to lift halfway. Exhale, hands on your mat, and you can hop or step back to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift right leg up as high as it can lift. Exhale, bend knee and reach your knee towards the ceiling. Inhale to square and straighten that leg. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, reach up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step back into plank. Lower to 1 inch from floor. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, taking left leg up. Exhale to bend knee and open hip. Inhale to reach knee higher. Exhale, square and straighten that leg. Inhale, lift leg a little higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale forward. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower to 1 inch off the floor. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let your knees come to the floor and sink your hips back. Roll the shoulders. So next we're coming through our side planks. So we'll work from a plank on our knees into side planks on each side. So start by bringing your hips forward enough that you have a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. On an inhale breath, turn left knee to the side. Inhale to bring right arm up, press hips as high as they can go. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, coming up on the other side. And exhale back through center. So option to stay here with the lower knee down, or if you prefer, press up onto your toes and rock both heels to one side as we lift arm up. Exhale, coming back through plank. So it's your choice here how hard you want to work. Maybe doing a few on your toes and a few from your knees. Either way, make sure you're keeping your belly button pulled in. Nice engagement through the pelvic floor. Let's take one more on each side. This is amazing work for the arms and shoulders as well as the core. Good, coming back through center and drop your knees. Give your shoulders a little roll, and we're ready for our next sequence. Okay, everybody, it's time to work our legs. So we'll come standing at the front of our mat. Take hands to heart, lift chest, and step right foot back. So let's come up onto the ball of the back foot. Bring your heart forward and take hands, palms down by your sides. Imagine a long straight line from the crown of your head out through your back heel. Take a big inhale as you press your weight into your front foot. Exhale, lift to your warrior three. Big inhale breath here. Exhale, lower slowly. Runner's lunge. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Step both feet together and step back with the left foot. Hands come palms down by your side and reach your heart forward, finding that long straight line from crown of head out through back heel. Press deeply into front leg, and as you exhale, lift up for warrior three. Inhale. Exhale to warrior three. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, exhale, warrior three. Inhale, runner's lunge. And step both feet together. Shake that out. And next we're coming into a half moon. So I will recommend grabbing your yoga block for this one. So we're starting in a warrior two, and you want the yoga block to be on its highest level, about a foot ahead of your front foot. So left foot's forward, right foot is back, coming to warrior two, sink hips down. So we'll press deeply into that front leg, reach our front hand towards the yoga block, and then lift the back leg up. So we're trying to open through the hips here. So you're trying to stack one hip on top of the other. Inhale to stretch out through all fingers and all toes. Exhale, coming back to warrior two. Inhale, lifting up for crescent lunge. And exhale to lower back down. Take that one more time. Inhale, lift up, stretching out through all five corners of your body. And exhale, warrior two. Bring your yoga block to the other side. Now this can be done without the yoga block, but it's a lot harder without the help with your balance. So we'll get to that in a few weeks or a few months. Inhale to bring both arms up. Exhale to sink down. Bending deeply into that front knee. Transfer all your weight to the front leg. And we'll inhale, stretching up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Last time. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale to warrior two. So coming back to warrior two on the other side. Inhale to bring both arms up. Exhale to reverse warrior. So we're trying to get a nice stretch through the side of the body there. So each inhale, we reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Last time. Exhale to reverse. And inhale, warrior two. Let's come to the other side. Shoulders over your hips, looking over front fingertips. Turn front palm over. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, always sinking deeply into that front knee. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale to reverse. And exhale, warrior two. Very nice job, everyone. So now that we've worked our legs, we'll take a little break and spend some time against the wall. Now, the next couple of poses we'll do are not to strengthen your body, they're mostly just to open the body. Since baby's born, you spent so much time rounding forward, nursing, rocking, changing baby, walking with baby. So everything brings the shoulders forward, and you're probably starting to get sore through the neck and shoulders. So these are a couple of exercises you can do every day to help alleviate that pain. So coming to the wall, we're starting with a downward facing dog against the wall, just like we did in the prenatal series. So let the belly drop down and the tailbone lift up. And drop your chest down enough that you start to feel a stretch behind the arms. Breathe deeply, and you should be able to get a stretch through the hamstrings here as well. So think about lifting tailbone up as you drop chest and belly down. One more deep breath in. And then coming all the way up, we'll reach left hand up the wall and sink hips in towards the wall. So really imagine lengthening along the left side of the body. Notice the stretch you get through the arm and shoulder here. And here you can try to gently tuck your tailbone underneath you to protect your back. And although you're so busy taking care of your newborn, my biggest goal in this series is to remind you that taking care of yourself is also very important. And as we learn as mothers that taking care of ourselves gives us energy, we start to realize that taking care of ourselves is part of taking care of our babies. Because the more energy we have, the happier we are, the more we can give to our kids. We'll press away from the wall. Take your hand behind you, thumb pointing up, and gently twist away. So all of these movements are really important to help you continue to feel good or get you feeling better as you get used to life with a baby. So you do want to feel this stretch across the left shoulder. And those muscles, the tighter they get, the more of a strain they put on the upper back and neck. So we will go through these stretches or similar stretches most weeks in here. Take one more deep breath in. And we'll release. Coming through the other side, so walking left hand up. And then sink hips towards the wall. So think of breathing really deeply here as you lengthen through the right side of your body. And you might continue to walk your fingers up a little higher after every couple of breaths as you feel that side open up. Remember to find that gentle tuck with the tailbone here to keep your back protected. And you can always modify the stretch by bringing your feet a little closer to the wall if this feels too intense. And if you'd like it more intense, start with your feet a little further out. Good, let's take about 2 more breaths here. And then press hand into wall. Hands come behind you, thumb points up. And we'll gently twist away. So again, looking for that stretch along the front of the right shoulder this time. Now, one of the things that will help with neck and shoulder pain is to make sure you have more than one really comfortable nursing position. So if you find you're always sitting in the same position, you're likely tightening up more muscles. So as much as possible, nurse in different ways. Nurse lying down, nurse sitting up. You can try the football hold with the baby going to the side. Use your nursing pillow as much as you can to take the strain off your arms. But really, as much as possible, change positions and find ways that are very comfortable for your neck and shoulders. Of course, baby wearing leaves you with your arms completely free, which is another great way to nurse. Let's take one more deep breath in here. And we'll release. Let's give the shoulders a little roll. And then we'll come down onto our backs for some core work. All right, ladies, time to do some work for our core. So we'll start in all fours. It's a nice time to talk to baby, so maybe placing baby on the mat in front of you. So we'll start by finding a comfortable position. Hands should be underneath shoulders, knees under hips, and then bring them towards center just a little. Tuck tailbone slightly so that you have a flat back rather than an arched back. And we'll extend the right arm straight out in front. Exhale to bring it down. Inhale, take the left arm out in front. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left leg back. And exhale, take it down. Now, trying not to let your back arch too much here, so pulling belly button to spine. We'll take right arm and left leg back, hold. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, belly button in. One more big breath in. And exhale to release. Let's breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and lower. So following that pattern, inhale, exhale, inhale, and lower. So following your breath pattern here, always thinking about pulling belly button into spine a little more and really lengthening, making your body as long as it can be as you reach from fingertips to toes. And continuing to press shoulders away from ears as much as you can. And maybe bringing some pelvic floor engagement as well. So as you pull belly button to spine, do your Kegel as well. So this exercise actually works your core, so it works the belly, It also works the lower back and the back of the shoulders. It's a great exercise for posture, balance, pelvic floor, all of those things. We'll make this the last one. Working your glutes too as we extend legs back. It's a great exercise. And now we're staying in table pose, but we're trying a lifted table pose. So curl your toes under. You can separate your feet again so they're about hip distance apart. Spread out your shoulder blades. So pull your shoulder blades out across your back, shoulders down, press into toes, and then just lift your knees off the floor. Press the ground away from you. Curl your tailbone down and pull belly button into spine as hard as you can. Do your Kegel, so pull bladder in and up. One more big inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale to cat, and pressing knees off the floor. Pull belly button in. Engage through pelvic floor. One more inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, lift. So really curling tailbone down and pulling belly button in as hard as you can. One more deep inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale to arch your back. Exhale to cat. Inhale to lift. So rounding that spine, pulling belly button in as hard as you can, engaging through pelvic floor. One last inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale for your cow. And then coming to a neutral spine. So we'll be using your scarf for the next little segment here. This is kind of a neat exercise for your lower abdominals. You're welcome to bring baby onto your chest, or maybe put baby on the floor beside you, whatever you prefer. But you want to be on a slippery floor with a scarf or a paper plate, anything that can slide along the floor. So lying on your back here, we'll have knees bent. Get your pelvic tilt, so press your lower back into the floor, pull your belly button in, and do your Kegel. Now resting hands on belly, we're sliding your leg all the way out and all the way in. So we'll do this about 10 times on one leg and then 10 times on the other leg. And the whole time we're moving this leg, I want you focused on crushing your lower back into the floor, pulling your belly button to your spine, and keeping your Kegel. So nice and slow, moving with the breath, and using your hands to notice if there's any movement or shifting from the hips. Keeping neck and shoulders relaxed. And the more you can draw belly button in and up, the harder you get to work here. This is totally one of those exercises that you could go through the motions and not feel a thing. So we're working on really mentally engaging and connecting with those muscles. Let's go to the other side. And it's when you can really mentally turn on these muscles that they start to really work for you, and they'll protect your back better. They'll protect you when you sneeze or cough, all of those things. So concentrate on squeezing the muscles hard enough that you can feel them. If you don't feel anything, it's not because you're so strong. It's because you're not mentally engaging. So imagine someone trying to slide their hand under your back and you don't want to let them in. And keep pulling your belly button down into your spine as hard as you can, so you're trying to get the scooped position with your belly. And then imagine you really have to pee and you don't want to go, so you're holding everything nice and tight. And again, this is a nice time to let baby practice their neck control by resting on your chest. But if they're tired, they can also lay right beside you on the mat. And we have about 3 more here, so keep everything nice and tight and engaged. Very nice job, everyone. So those are all exercises you can continue to practice on your own at home. Remember, the most important part of regaining our core strength at this stage is to really wake up that mind-muscle connection. So concentrate as many times throughout the day on mentally engaging and squeezing through your pelvic floor, and those muscles will come back really quickly. Good work. Okay, ladies, you've done a great job today. It's time to come down onto our backs. So we'll start with both legs extended in front of you. Pull both knees to your chest. Give them a hug. Take a rock from side to side. You can separate your knees, come to a half happy baby pose, or reach for your feet and stack your ankles over top of your knees, coming to full happy baby. Close your eyes and breathe deeply as you imagine pressing your tailbone towards the floor, as well as the back of your neck towards the floor. See how much you can fill your belly with air with each inhale. And notice how much you can soften with each exhale. Release your feet, drawing both knees to your chest. And then extend the left leg as you draw right knee towards right shoulder. Relax neck and shoulders away from your ears and press the left heel down into the ground. Start to bring some movement through the right hip. So taking your knee out to one side and then to the other. Breathe deeply here as you massage the hip joint. Bend through left knee and place your left foot flat on the floor. Cross right ankle over left knee. Now we'll reach our right hand through the hole, left hand to the outside of the left leg. Take your hands behind the left hamstring and feel a nice stretch in the outer right hip. If you're more flexible, you may want to reach a little further, coming to the front of the right or the left shin. Flex through your right foot and intend your right knee away from you as you draw your left ankle or your right ankle closer. Breathe deeply. Take one more big inhale. exhale to release the left foot back to the floor, but leave the right ankle crossed over. Take your hips a few inches to the right, and then let both knees drop to the left. Coming into a nice spinal twist. You can look towards your right palm and use your left hand to draw that right knee towards the floor. Close your eyes and breathe as deeply as you can through the right side of the body. Your next inhale, bring both knees to your chest and give them a hug. A little rock from side to side. And then we'll extend the right leg all the way out. Press right heel down into the floor. And draw that left knee towards your chest. Breathe deeply as you take the left knee from side to side, finding that nice massage through the hip joint. Draw that left knee back through center. Bend right knee, placing right foot on the floor. We cross left ankle over right knee. From here, we take the left hand through the hole and reach both hands to the back of the right thigh. If you're a little more flexible, you can reach all the way through, finding the front of the right shin bone. Flex the left foot and intend left knee away from you as you draw the right knee towards your right shoulder. Breathe deeply as you enjoy the nice opening through the outside of the left hip. One more big inhale. Leave ankle crossed over. As you exhale, lower right foot to the floor. Take your hips over towards the left a few inches and then drop both knees to the right. Look towards your left palm and use right hand to draw the left knee towards the floor. Breathe deeply down the left side of the body. Enjoy the nice opening through your lower back. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way back onto your back. Hug your knees. And then when you feel ready, extend both legs out in front of you. Take your legs a little wider than hip mat distance apart. Hands palms up by your sides. Move your shoulder blades away from your ears and press the back of your neck towards the floor. It's time to let go and enjoy your rest. We'll begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes, and move your head from side to side. Roll onto your right side into the fetal position. Use your bottom arm to support your head. And we'll press up into a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for taking the time to do something wonderful for your body today. And I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. And we'll finish with singing our goodbye song.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I baby say goodbye. Good